Starfield has been drawing a lot of attention recently, with it already generating massive amount of hype. Many fans are eager to find out when it will finally launch and we can play the grand sci-fi adventure. Well, Bethesda and Xbox's most ambitious game to date is set to release in the first half of 2023. Or will it? And what is up guys, Ange from the Den Men here, and today we have more news on the release window of Starfield and some performance issues that have fans of the game a little worried when it finally kicks off. Before that though, we do have the Developer Direct and Starfield's elusive showcase nearing, so make sure you guys hit that like button and comment what you guys want to see from these events. With that being said though, we have a lot to go over today, so get comfy, relax a little, and let's get right into the video. Starfield is Bethesda's next big open world RPG, and it will be running on an updated version of the Creation Engine. Think back to their games like Skyrim and Fallout, and these were all powered by the Creation Engine, but in Starfield's case we'll be seeing it run on the Creation Engine too. One of the more pressing concerns has been the frame rate. This goes all the way back to E3 of 2022, with fans saying that Starfield looks a little wonky with its animation, and since then everything that has been shown off has been running on 30 FPS. Todd himself has stated on numerous occasions that he enjoys playing his games with 30 frames per second. This is because as long as everything looks good from a visual standpoint, then everything else will feel great as well. The question is though, why would they prefer 30 FPS when they are marketing these games for the next generation of consoles that can run on 60 FPS? Well, this is because they like to focus on the smaller details of the game. This is especially important in a game like Starfield with how many worlds will be in the game. You don't want a player to walk from one end of the planet to the other and not have a consistent look to it. Everything has to be detailed to the extent that Bethesda is willing to put it out there and shown off under those circumstances. This might be a problem with the game moving forward, with fans having to decide whether to put high performance over good looking visuals. Even those with high quality PCs might have some trouble with this just from the size of the game alone. Here's where it might get better for fans though, because as we can see from the gameplay trailers we have gotten, the visuals are amazing. Definitely a step up when it comes to their previous titles like Fallout 4 and 76. Especially the draw distance of the game looks like it got a rework. This is amazing to say the least, because as we know, a lot of the game will be spent in these massive barren areas, so to be able to see much further than before is definitely a step in the right direction. Here's the thing though, even knowing how powerful the Series X is, it still might be somewhat of an issue running this game in 60 FPS with good visuals, so that could be why we have only seen it in 30 frames for now. But, like we have seen for both Skyrim and Fallout 4, they have gotten an FPS boost on consoles to 60, so that doesn't rule it out completely. It is likely that we might only have the feature to run Starfield on 60 FPS on the Series X and not the Series S. There could be options whether to choose between 4K and 1080, and the same would go with 60 and 30 frames. This would also apply to PCs, with them likely having the same options as well. Much of this will rely on whether Bethesda feels comfortable with how the game looks and if Xbox is okay with having players decide whether to prioritize visuals or performance. I am definitely interested to see how they will tackle this moving forward going into the standalone showcase for Starfield. Moving on though, we have heard numerous times that Starfield will be coming out in the first half of 2023. At this point it feels like it is set in stone for the release and will not get delayed any further, right? Well, we now have rumors that Starfield will get pushed back even further towards the second half of the year, likely sometime near September. We know that Starfield is getting a standalone event, so for them to begin that marketing window before the end of the first half, we would need to see it sometime before February closes out. This doesn't give it a lot of time for a game like Starfield to be properly marketed, so it is possible we could be seeing another delay. It doesn't necessarily mean that Starfield needs more time, but releasing during the middle of summer can sometimes stall a game's profits, so in most cases September has been the next best time for games. We have seen this been rumored and speculated for some time now by multiple sources, including that of Jez Corden, who has been right on numerous occasions when it comes to Starfield, so there is definitely a likelihood of it happening. To me, it will be cutting it real close if we were to see it by June, with Redfall releasing in May. This will definitely come as a bummer to most fans, but if it needs the time, then I'm sure it won't matter when everything is running smoothly. The reality is Xbox wants this game to be the best it possibly can be and run at a good rate. This is Xbox and Bethesda's big game of the year, and they do not want to screw it up, so I hope we get confirmation on that end very soon. With all of this being said, I'm hearing so much different news about the game on its release date, so at the end of the day, until one thing or the other is officially announced, we can't know for sure, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. I'm only here to deliver news to all of you that I believe is credible, so you can make your own opinion on Starfield. Even though we don't want to hear it, it is a possibility that Starfield will be getting another delay. Once the showcase is finally revealed, that will give some concrete information on when we will be seeing the game, but it is not looking good for fans hoping to get it in the first half. It will definitely be interesting to see how the game looks and when it releases, with both being up in the air still. Starfield has been that ever elusive game for so long now, and fans are on the edge of their seat waiting for more news. But until then, that is all for me now though, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Comment any videos you want to see in the future, and I'll see you all next time.